I used to make money just to travel, you know, like I'd work just to travel. Like that was because I wanted that, you know. It was like I didn't have a lot of money just to travel, but I worked for the travels. For some time, I thought people always knew where Nepal was and stuff, and about Nepal, but that was the time I kind of realized, you know, how much people didn't know where Nepal was or what is Nepal about.
Nepal is crazy, man. It's been amazing. Like, it's so beautiful, first off, like the mountains, and then the people are really sweet. Whenever I think of Nepal, like I wanted to go to like the Himalayas, but like, and like that's what I think of, but we saw like this like city and like plains and like kind of like jungles, and so it was cool to see all that.
The only things that I knew about Nepal are about the Himalayas and the mountains and people trekking here. And I have a couple of Nepali American friends that I went to college with in New York that I'm quite close with. They told me about their experiences here. I was really coming in quite fresh.
I was really excited. I've never been out of the country before, too, so to be like, have your first opportunity be like something where I'm playing music, and I'm also getting paid on top of, like I had no idea like I would meet all these people that I met during this trip. Like I was like, oh, I'll meet some cool people, but it was like a lot more than that.
I've traveled mainly with friends and family, and I've done small tours in the United States, but this was definitely the longest tour I've done and my first tour outside of the United States, specifically to play music. At first, when I came here, it was definitely a culture shock, and when I landed in Kathmandu, being in this crazy place where I didn't know any of the customs or any of kind of the cultural norm.
I've been on a few tours with like my friends and like some other artists. This was probably the longest tour, and this is my first time overseas playing.
When I actually came to the studio and I met him, I had no idea he was from Nepal, you know, that he even did the American Idol thing. I just was like, oh man, the music sounds good, like you sound great.
Well, down by the river, I
met Arthur at a recording studio in Santa Monica, and my friend was working there as an engineer, and he just called me up one day and was like, hey, I've got this artist coming from Kansas. He kind of does, you know, this kind of music. Can you come in and record some drums for him? I was like, okay, sure.
All night long, we could leave this town behind.
That was about 5 songs, and you know, I listened to the music beforehand, and I honestly thought he was like born and raised in America, because the way he was singing sounded very bluesy, and it sounded kind of like, you know, like the old school singers.
I was immediately struck by Arthur's voice and how clearly he expressed himself. At first, so like, if I had not known he was Nepali, when I had listened to that, if I had just known about Arthur Gunn and not done any research, I might not have known that he was Nepali. I mean, he you know, when he's singing, he's expressing himself like someone maybe from the South, or you know, someone who's really been in touch with this music.
Next month or so, I just was recording like in my home studio, you know, for him. He was back in Kansas already. And yeah, and that was like kind of a COVID project for me during the lockdown, was recording his album. He's someone who has kind of brought these two worlds that are very opposite together, like Far East Asia, and then like kind of American music, country, blues, you know, soul stuff. I think, you know, that's definitely something that is not very done much often.
Alex had known Arthur for, I think, maybe 1.5 years and recorded on his most recent album. And then Arthur approached him for the tour and asked him to put a band together, and that's when I got the call.
Alex texted me. He texted me like maybe like 3 weeks before we actually came to Nepal, or maybe it was like a month before. And he just asked me like, do you have a passport? And I was like, yeah. And he goes, I might have a gig that like might be in Nepal. he like flew into LA for like a week before we came to Nepal because we flew out together. So that's when I met him. He picked me up in a rental and like drove me to rehearsal because my car was totaled. I met Chris the same day I met Arthur. Arthur picked me up to take me to Chris's house. Yeah, and Chris lived like maybe 40 minutes from my house.
Mi amor, no canciones. Tienes manos borracho. Mi amor, mi amor. It's a Mexican love song.
The crew was really cool. Being in the band was cool too, man. Like those guys are my friends, you know, and like we're like really close now, and like I love playing with them. Like it's super, like everyone's so musical and like.
I'm from rooftop, both far and wide. I steal the kisses and I rob them blind. And the lovers in the bed of light. Oh, sitting on bitter.
I feel like they kind of kick my ass to play better a little bit sometimes, you know, because like they're definitely like really good musicians, you know. And like,
yeah, you should've known better. Oh, you should've known better. Baby, now I do.
सात आठ वर्षपछि आइयो एकदम नोस्टाल्जिक फिल भइरहेको छ अहिले चाहिँ हाम्रो दर्शक बिनहरुलाई कस्तो लागिरहेछ हाम्रो फेवातालको बोटिङ हजुरहरुले त सधैँ गरिरहनु हुन्छ होला वहाँ स्पिनिङ हजुरलाई मजा लागिरहेको छ I feel
Love it. I'm like, man, I'm ready to
हाम्रो वहाँ एउटा दाइले पनि सोधिदिनु होला कस्तो लागिरहेछ दाइ यो बोटिङ
हजुरहरु बोटिङ गर्न आउनु भएको उल्टै मलाई भनिरहेको
हाम्रो पोखराको ब्युटी नेचुरल ब्युटी र फेवाताल र पानी र बाराई मन्दिर हाम्रो यता
we went to Fewa Lake and we were on these like bicycle boats, like they're like pedaling boats. Arthur was joking like, you guys should swim. And then I was like, yeah, why, you know, I should swim, you know, like when am I ever gonna be here again? So like I like swam and then everyone swam and it was fun. Like the water was super warm, but it was raining, so it was like super nice. The water was so clean. And
Oh, this is so great, man!
Okay. So refreshed. Nice water, very warm water. Have you ever seen the rain? But I think you people have. But have you ever felt the rain?
Nice one.
Another backflip.
Let me introduce you to Arthur Gunn.
Yes!
The man, the myth, the legend.
That's the fucking intro.
The man himself.
Arthur Gunn, right?
Yeah.
When I started making my own music and, you know, writing my own songs and making own albums, like that's when I, you know, came up with the stage name, and I thought like that was a good approach just for the sake of it, and you know, now it got stuck with me, you know. Divesh, you know, is still my name. A name can only mean so much, you know, at some point of your lives. You have to be yourself, right? And just be identified with your name too at some point in life. So, you know, that's just my kind of philosophy, you know, in a way. Mom bought me guitar like young, and there was one brother of mine, and we just went to guitar store. You know, he used to play nice drums and stuff. Kind of like 7, 8. That was the first experience of having guitar. So yeah, they kind of changed my direction too. You know, that was the time I was listening more. I try to listen to all kind of music. You know, I think that kind of still inspires me, like to make music.
Some saving answers to the prayers I've been praying, a sign that the lost will be found. Whoa. I was falling by the wayside, sinking deep into the high tide, till you came in through your lifeline. Oh, pieced together what was broken, helplessly I was hoping for you to save me now.
I still used to sing, you know, and I still used to play guitar, but I didn't take it so seriously. So I never thought of it like making it as my professional career. I was working and stuff too, you know, but rest of the time I bought myself a guitar, you know. I have to thank my family, you know. I really feel grateful for having the family I have, because they never kept like so much pressure on me to do certain things. They just watched me, you know, just like from back, just like kind of, yeah, what are you gonna do, you know, kind of stuff. But they kind of give like big amount of moral support. This is what I'm doing right now, and what you do is what you are, you know. Then, you know, I kind of went through like, okay, and it just like, you know, I got into it. Like then it was, you know, I couldn't look back like after that.
If you are willing, we could dig for what we need till we find it up. Pay no mind to whatever they said, despite how they feed your mind. They only care for their own good, leaving you out there patronizing.
Oh, the camera.
Oh, the camera? Okay, yeah.
Oh god! Oh my god!
Guys, we're late.
How are you doing? Good, man. Nice. Nice.
Cameraman right now.
Yeah.
हरियो डाँडामाथि
Mathi.
हलो जोत्ने साथी
Hello, Jene Sati.
ओहो माले हो
Oh, Maleho.
ओहो काले हो
Oh, Kaleho.
We're on the way to Kusma for bungee jumping at the cliff. I hope they will do it. It's still
I'll do it if you do it.
experience once in a lifetime.
You have to make up your mind right now.
And I guess a lot of people from the team is doing too, including me.
Don't talk to me.
So we'll get on to the adventure. I think you should go first on bungee. And what about you?
I'm not gonna do it. So.
Let's go inside.
What about you?
I'll do it again.
Sean's gonna go first.
I'll go first. You go first.
And then you go second.
Or you know, I'll go third.
You should go. You should go first. You should go first. You go first.
We shot us first.
I've done it. I can go first, but you know, I think we should go first. Were you really that scared while walking on that bridge?
Yes.
This guy, man, like he was just so scared while.
Yeah, I was scared, man.
What happened? How were you feeling? Like what happened? What was going on in your mind? Like,
Nothing.
I'm kind of excited. Like it kind of looks kind of fun. I'm scared of heights. Like I'm terrified. But
you want to overcome that fear.
yeah.
That's what I want to do. I want to overcome the fear.
That's really it. Like
So you're pretty good at hiding your fear right now.
yeah, I'm just trying to be calm. You know, my heart is racing. Though you can put a heart pacemaker. I'm racing.
Pretty crazy, man. I was really scared walking across the bridge to get here, man. But I'm very glad I did it.
When you walk on, it's the most scary thing ever. But the moment you jump, you feel really good. It's unlike anything I've ever before. And right now I feel high and drunk. And I'm really afraid of heights, but I don't think I'm afraid of heights anymore. Arthur Gunn!
Yeah, it was pretty good, man. Like, it's such an adrenaline rush, you know, it's thrill and it's, you know, adventure. You just go at it, man. There's no any feelings towards it. Just go, you just take the, you know, it's all about experience. Everything isn't always the same. I built
the wings to fly. Now if I'm tame, family's love, playground and friends, we're my only longings. On the late hour, all I'm thinking about is going home as the school bell rings. It'd be a waste of time here if I'm here to hurry alone. The way we learn to lie, be. So what a waste of time. The way we learn to lie, be true to yourself, live the truth of the life. After all, we are all born to learn to lie.
Whoa!
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Mental freedom, that's totally, that's the thing you have to explore, as a human being and as living beings, right? I have long ways to go, a whole lot of things to do, a whole lot of time to live and stuff, so it's always learning process, but I got time to think about it at least, before I was not much of thinking, man, I just used to go, then, do this, that, like this. But then I started, a little bit thinking for myself, Life is the greatest teacher, I think, And I just look up to life. I think, life is beautiful and everything, there's so much thing to enjoy and rejoice in life, so that's what I'm more concerned about, living good life and, doing the best I could do in my life.